Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers. Welcome to another edition of Mary Sky Ridley's video blog. I'm Mary Sky. As you all know, I made a promise I'd be here today. So, got a few updates for you. Chloe brought me my newspapers this morning, as usual. Nice girl that she is. In that aspect. And then she made my coffee this morning. Didn't have to do anything. She just had it ready to go. One of the perks of having coffee, And she turns around and she tells me, yeah, get some news, I went out today and bought some cards. Well, apparently I told Chloe, not that it matters, I need cards. So she decided to get cards that would work, So we got cards. And it was funny because she picked me up some interesting cards. So I sat down while my coffee was brewing, made a couple notes in the cards. And when she did, I looked them over, analyzed which ones would go to um, um, to Chloe's. I analyzed it to go towards Tara's mom and Tara. Since her mom's birthday is today, I know her mom doesn't watch my channel. I'm just going to say happy birthday to her. And then I decided to sit down. I haven't worked on my journal yet today. My novel, as Dinky calls it. But I did spend some time writing a letter to Dinky, which I do every morning, So I did that this morning, So that's what I did. So I got that done. And that's all she wrote, So, Anywho, so I'm waiting for my cousin Dinky to reply to me. So, anyways, other than that, got the inspection coming up, and I did notice, so close cleaning. And so that's what's going on, inspections. Dinky's probably with her mom tonight. That's why we haven't seen much of her. Because it's her mom's birthday. So she was talking to me about I was going to send her a $20 Amazon gift card or something for like, something. And Dinky was like, put it towards bacon. And I was like, why? She's like, bacon's expensive. Bacon's not expensive unless you get it on sale. I got mine on sale. I got 6 pounds of bacon, so I'm making club sandwiches tomorrow. Mm-hmm. So last night's dinner was cold sandwiches because that was quick and simple when Chloe got back from town. I didn't want to um, put her through so much, of her pace, because I'm the type of person that's nicer than most, and hold on, there we go. So that's what happened, So I put Chloe to bed. I don't know what time she went to bed. I was watching Downton Abbey last night again. It's an interesting show, I tell you. I'm on season 5, so first I thought it was the dumbest show in the world, but it's kind of quite interesting, So, anyways, I'm gonna do as many spreadsheets as I can. Marinated tonight's dinner, which is steak. So I'm having steak for dinner. It'll be tasty, So um so otherwise I'm doing okay, Um, woke up. Chloe had my newspapers ready. I actually enjoyed the day's newspapers. They had a good topic to talk about, which was inflation, and people are saying, oh, well, the inflation's because of the stimulus checks. Has nothing to do with the stimulus checks, I tell you. If it did, we would know it. But no, nothing on the stimulus checks, I wish it was, but it isn't. I think inflation has to be because the factories can't keep up, due to the fact that people bought so much, and that is where it's really, really doing a number, because they can't keep it up, So that's what I think. But then again, people say, oh, well, you're wrong, you're wrong. Well, I wish I was wrong, you know. But I think it's because supply and demand's up there, And then I'm on a forum, I won't tell you which one. They are debating pricing on our hobby, and they're complaining the hobby's too expensive. To me, I think the hobby is too expensive, but that's just me, And it's just getting too expensive, and then people are saying, "I don't want Chinese made crap." Well, can't get Chinese made crap. And then they say, "Oh, I don't want Korean crap. Can't get Korean crap." And it just goes down the list over and over and over, And to me, I think it's kind of funny, in my humble opinion. So it is what it is. So that is something I wanted to, um, you know, share with you. The topics were great. They're still talking about Roe versus Wade and you know all this stuff, and I'm finding it fascinating. You know, trying to educate myself to a point. My opinion. So it is what it is. Been so busy. It's not funny. So anywho, yesterday I think I was my cousin Dinky talking about Texas, and it was interesting. I for one thought it was funny as funny can be. So um, I'm hoping Pee Wee gets on soon. It's something I've been wanting to know what's going on with Pee Wee. So that's what's going on right now. On my aspect, Chloe's cleaning and I'm trying to get this work done that she told me to get done because I have to get the accounting up to speed. I'm kind of lazy since November, but it's quite interesting, because it doesn't get done by itself, And me, I've been lazy, I've been gaming and then I've been doing other things. And finally, it was like enough's enough. So I had some time to, get some other stuff done. But I'm taking my time too because I have a whole month. Because I just don't want to do this all the time. I got other things to do, like watch Downton Abbey, which is not bad in my opinion. So it is what it is, Just you know, and so that's what I've been doing, relaxing and enjoying myself, and then afterwards, um, it's pretty interesting, I enjoy it, to a point, but I also like to sleep in the day. So if they do choose our apartment, they're randomly choosing it that day that I could actually sleep because I'm not going to be up. I'll have Chloe with instructions not to wake me. And if they wake me, the bear will come out because, frankly, I am not the type that wants to be disturbed during an inspection. I'm one of those that wants to be left alone. You know, I went to bed really late again, and that was only because, um, you know, I have a hard time sleeping. People don't know that. They're just like, oh, I have a hard time sleeping. So, anyways, like I said, I'll be doing some spreadsheets off and on, doing what I can. Um, Otherwise, you know, kind of tiring, I could take a nap tonight too after dinner and I'd be happy. And people say, what's in the bird cage? What type of bird do you have? They don't have a bird. I have a bunny. Hello, Boon Boon. Yep, got a bun bun, so hopefully, we get to the bottom of this inflation thing. I read a report today, Social Security's thinking, it was in the newspaper, an 8.6% increase in the cost of living adjustment for 2023. Right now, inflation's like 9% since 1981. I thought that was the most interesting thing in the world. I was like, wow, ooh, wow. And it was interesting, to say the least. And it was, you know, all right, there So I'll do what I can. I'm like really like I feel lazy, I feel really, really lazy. It's like I don't want to I don't want to do everything if I don't have to. You know. I'm one of those lazy people, but I do what I can. And then afterwards I will watch TV. Because I like TV. It's relaxing, in my opinion. And then afterwards I just loaf around the rest of the night. Ugh. So I enjoy it, to a point. But I also got to focus on other things, like doing a few minor chores too. That's how I am. So it's just been really tiring at times, because sometimes I get up and I'm like, okay, and then I go back to bed or whatever. I got up and my newspaper is ready, but sometimes I do lag a bit, in my sleep, you know. So I thought, cool, it works. So just a little laid back today. So, like I said, I'll get as many spreadsheets as I can today that my mind will allow, and then we're from 18 down to 14. So currently, you know, because I'm a lazy person. I am also hard trying to get this all done for the end of the month. Good time, you know. Uh, what I don't get done today, I get done tomorrow. And I can surely relax, you know, and that also helps me save on the StreamYard. Because they only allow me 20 hours free for a month. So I figured I'd do the 20 hours and give you guys your updates so you don't think I just disappeared completely due to the fact that I'm a busy person, you know. I also got, like I said, focus on my diary, journal, novels, Dinky calls it, and go from there, you know. Keep getting people that follow me on Instagram. It's like, who cares, you know? I'm very picky who I follow on Instagram, you know. I'm just slow today. And then afterwards, you know, I'm gonna relax away. You know. So I'm like I said, a little semi slow today. Got so much on my plate, you know. I try to relax and relax and relax and you know just there goes the dishwasher. So anyways, like I said, I'm hoping Pee Wee gets here soon. Dishes will be done. Get steam out of the dishwasher. Gotta love that little dishwasher we have, you know. Should do a review one of these days on the dishwasher. Mm-hmm. The neighbors complain about it at times. They're like, "Oh, it's too noisy over there. It's too noisy over there. Oh, it's too noisy over there. It's too noisy over there." I hate when these damn douchebags say that. It's like that. You know what? If they took some of their stimulus money and bought a dishwasher, they can have their life a little easier too. You know, which is funny because I was just thinking about back in the day, you know, in the last century, 100 years ago. a lot of people did not want change. The wealthy aristocrats had their maids and stuff, and they had to clean room by room by room, dust and everything else, and it was an interesting conundrum due to the fact that like watching Downtown Abbey, they're always complaining about, oh well, I don't want to change, and all of a sudden the radio comes about, and they're all hyperventilating over what to do with the radio, and then afterwards they're talking about different things like electric mixer making cooking easier, a refrigerator, or um, other things, and like the British aristocrats, the earls' families, all complaining. Oh well, the cooks and the maids. Does that mean the new we're gonna have to do this or do that? The thing is we live in a world where people are realizing digital. That's all they want. They want digital. Me, I'm old fashioned. And I'll write a letter, stick a stamp on it, and then mail it out. That's one thing Dinky knows about me is I'm just too damn old fashioned. It's like today. You know, Dinky messaged me on Discord. By the way, we have our own Discord channel, and she said, my mom's birthday's today. Send her a card. She'll like that. Well, I sent her 2 cards. That's what we call a Rita special. Sent 2 cards to Dinky. Her birthday's coming up too. Figured get him out in the box. Let the mail go its separate way. Cards go out. I'm happy as hell. So that's what I did. So I sent Chloe out to get that tomorrow when she's out doing errands. I'm gonna have to get my newspapers. Razor blades. Apparently, my razor blades keep getting pinched for some reason, or I'm misplacing them. I think it's more likely pinched, but it is what it is. So, got to get razor blades where I buy only what's needed at the time. So, if I need like chemicals or cleaning supplies, I might buy this, this, and this. That saves on. I'm trying to teach Chloe, you don't just go spend money foolishly, because I'm doing the accounting, and the last few months she's been middle of the month broke. And she's living in this house. She needs to learn a better way of saving money or buying what's needed, because it's really hard, in this economy. I mean, you don't know what's going to happen one day to the next. You don't want to sit there and spend 10 days showering because every time you take a Duke, you got to go in the shower because the hot shower water is what you use to wipe. And hope by hell the drain doesn't get clogged from little poo particles in the tub drain going down to the sewage treatment plant, so that's why they invented the toilet, and then, then you have to go and buy Drano and then put it in the sink, or the tub, and it breaks it all down, and then, manager's like, oh, well, you can't use Drano, it damages the pipes. But if the pipes are plastic, then what's the freaking point, I mean, it is what it is, so it is what it is. So I got steak marinating. I got a bag of shrimp out for tonight. I got plenty of shrimp, plenty of steak, you know, so I'm going to cook a steak for dinner tonight. I'm saving steak for when Chloe gets the apartment clean. I'm going to have a steak dinner then because as I told Dinky in our letter, I'm testing Chloe. She's got 12 days to get this place clean, so she better get it done instead of loafing around 10 days gaming and then basically working her ass off for 2 days and panicking. She always does that. She basically waits to the last minute, and I told her if you did a little bit every day, you'd have it all done, no problem. Because she makes a lot of mess. She leaves bags here and bags there and this and that, and, it's just a really, really pain in the butt, I also, in some of my letters, to Dinky, I talk about different things, like pricing and stuff I'm doing. And certain items are hard to get a hold of, and other items are hard to hold of, and stores aren't selling it, and gotta buy reconditioned or refurbished, and then they raise the price up $500, and I mean, literally the price of everything's going through the roof, I mean, I just can't believe how much is going through the damn roof, It's It's expensive. I mean, you got to basically look at your money, you know. It's like Dinky said, you know, you got to be semi frugal. But, you know, I'm surprised Dinky, who I love dearly, by the way, my cousin, who suggested I buy bacon, didn't say anything about bacon being a luxury item. Most everything is nowadays. I remember talking to her a couple months ago, and she was funny. You know, this was like 2 years ago. She said something about uh, that everything is um, luxury. You know, I was like, oh well, you know, I need this, and she's like, that's a luxury item. I was like, eggs was a luxury item. You know, she was joking, but in this economy, I don't need eggs. I try to avoid eggs. You know, and also I'm trying to teach Chloe, you know, not to go out unless she has to for eating out because you know um it's you know expensive. I mean, I cannot believe the price of things, you know, literally. I mean, last night, right? Chloe comes in, right? Gives me a receipt. Funny story. Gives me a receipt. Turns out mayonnaise was nine no like nine 9.89 or something for 15-ounce jar of mayonnaise. I mean, literally. I mean, it was literally ludicrous price wise, and I just could not believe they were charging that much. And then I read an article um, in yesterday's paper. You know, I went through the paper again. I go through it like twice, and I read it, and it was egg shortages. You know, egg shortages, plenty of egg shortages. You know, it's like egg shortages because they had to kill egg laying hens. And because of it, apparently, it's like there's an egg shortage, so price went up. So I was like, "Is that why they're charging me $10 for freaking mayonnaise?" Because it's not a cool thing to basically get charged almost $10 for a thing of mayonnaise, in my opinion. You know, but then people say, "Oh well, you know, it's not that bad." It is, in my opinion. You know, hmm it is what it is. You know, but still, I'd love to get Pee Wee on board. You know, hear her opinion, what's going on with California, because I know that's pretty damn expensive too, you know. When I told Chloe about the egg shortage, she was like, oh, I wonder how Californians are handling things. She was talking about Pee Wee, you know, and I was like, um, I have no clue, you know. That's what I said to her. I have no clue, you know. So, tomorrow's Friday the 13th, so hopefully I got some good updates for you then, too, you know. Because it is what it is. I might do a little few spreadsheets in the evening too. Um, um, rest. You know, it is what it is. You know, but still, I'm just like, you know, I want to do what I can. Because you know, once I get done with this, Chloe can go back to doing the chores that she wants, and then afterwards I can relax. You know, and do other things. finish my letter to Dinky. That might probably be middle of the night. I'm running out of stuff to say to Dinky too in the letter, so that's the other funny thing, like you asking it, going in circles sometimes. How you doing? How you feeling? How you doing? How you feeling? Yeah, at least it's mail for her. She won't have to think about bills. It is what it is. I just kind of wore out. People say, "Oh, well, you put too much on my plate," and it's not about putting too much on my plate. It's more about what goes on. What I don't get done today, I get done tomorrow. At least I am being. At least I'm saying to you guys that you know that I'm trying my best. It's just I'm almost 44, so to me, it's like I'm dealing with someone with borderline personality disorder, and I'm dealing with someone who's you know it's hard. And it's a trial and tribulation every day. At least as long as she gets my newspapers and doesn't argue. I don't like her triggers either. Using the word no, she gets cranky, but it's like, you know what? I don't care. Just leave me the hell alone. That's how I feel. But then again, some people say, oh, well, it's not that bad. It is, in my opinion. I'm hoping to spend some time with other issues. It is what it is. I just want to loaf around, be happy. So I'll get what I can tonight, and tomorrow I'll get more done. And then Saturday, and hopefully I can clear up everything by Sunday. You know, so I got, how many do I have still to do this week? Let me look. Just say count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I did 7 today so far. So let's see what we can do in the bottom. I go alphabetically, so sometimes I skip a few just because I'm like, I'll do those tomorrow. They're larger spreadsheets. Smaller ones I get done first, as always. And then when I'm done, I am happy, to get those smaller ones done. And then afterwards, I can relax. Because I'm one of those, I have a life outside of YouTube now, which is other things, but it was interesting. It is what it is. So once I get all this done, I can just basically, I could always there would be 10 left. So after this stack of spreadsheets, I can always do 5 or 6 on Friday, you know. And loaf around, you know. It is what it is. You know, people say, oh, you're a loafer. No, not really. I do a lot of stuff, you know. It is what it is. That's my motto. And then, like I said, I'll turn on my TV and watch the rest of the night. I don't want to take away Chloe's time, so, you know, as you can see, he's drinking his water in the background. Good little guy that he is. I love little Bun Bun. He's just cute. As cute as cute can be. As cute as little Bun Bun, you know. I just hope we can get things moving along, you know. I know Chloe doesn't think that once I start spreadsheets, I won't stop, but until it's done. But the thing is I have to work around her schedule too, so that's considerate, you know, on that aspect. And then from there, you know, it's all good. All right, so let's see. I'm almost done for tonight. Then I could got to get the rest of the dishes done before I do dinner. So, all right. So what do we got left here? So got 10 left. Might make it 9 for tomorrow, which is fine by me, you know. Gives me a chance anyways to take a break. There we go. I'm getting it done. I'm enjoying it too, you know. And then when it's done, it is done. Leaving me 9 to go tomorrow. Which isn't a bad number, in my opinion, you know. I do what I can when I can. Remember doing spreadsheets a lot in Oregon, you know, when I was with my family down there, but I miss them dearly, you know. Anyone knew, you know, I have a heart more than some people think. Some people think I don't have a heart, you know. I do. I have a heart to the point where I love my family dearly, you know. And that's what's sad about the whole thing, you know. I have a heart, you know. Some people say, oh, I should be cold hearted because, you know, but, you know, honestly, my family moved to Texas for their own reasons. And, you know, Chloe and I might not see eye to eye on that, but Chloe's always saying, you know, your family doesn't give a damn about you. They moved closer to her mom, so that means her mom's more important than my aunt, you know, yada, yada, yada. To me, I just don't want to hear it, so I tell Chloe to pipe it, you know. One day we'll figure it out together, you know. I mean, when I'm in Texas, I'll figure it out. Or they might just, or my cousin Dinky might sit down and write a long letter to me, basically stating why she moved. I would love to get a letter to know why. I think she said she wanted to be closer to her mom, but I don't know. It's none of my business. My business is just to live completely, and be happy. So, you know how it is. It is what it is. I just have to accept it. So tonight I'm gonna have a glass of wine with my steak. I drink port wine. Everyone knows that. Pee Wee knows that too. Just don't excessively drink anymore. Uh, you know. You know. So after this spread, this one, there's only one entry left in this spreadsheet, and I'm off to the TV for the night, so I can include her thing. She's got 12 days of testing her, so you know how it is. I'm trying to teach her just to quit spending money. That's the thing. It's like, why the hell are you spending money? Well, I like spending money. It's like, buy what you need. Like I was telling Higgins, I think it was the other day about the food stamps. You know, the government. Oh, which reminds me, I saw an article today that was really interesting. Really interesting. So they won't pass Roe versus Wade, but they'll pass billions of dollars of the taxpayers' money, which really pissed me off, to go funnel into Ukraine. Like, we really need to dump our money into Ukraine. I mean, if I was on the congressional floor, I would have basically, or if I was a congressperson or senate, I would be literally arguing with them till the cows came home. Okay, so we got 9 spreadsheets left. I mean, that's how I feel. I mean, why should we be wasting this much taxpayers funded money for these idiots to go for us to supply Ukraine? I mean, yeah, we're spending what? Is Ukraine going to give it back to us? No. The taxpayers are going to be burdened with it. I mean, that's the thing. They're just showing all these things in the newspaper, and like they pass out. So far, they passed almost what, $250 billion or more for Ukraine. We're the only ones supplying it. To me, it's like, it's utter garbage. I mean, we shouldn't be supplying Ukraine with a damn penny. I mean, you do know that they could turn around and put all that extra money into Social Security and it'd be solvent for a long time. But no, these jackboots want to basically tax the hell out of my cousin-in-law, my aunt, uncle, my cousin-in-law's mother and father and her workers, my aunt, uncle, and Everett, Washington, my sister in Alaska, my sister in Colorado, my sister in Nevada. I mean, if you look at my entire family structure, all of them are paying freaking taxes for what? To support Ukraine? I mean, literally. And then they say, oh, inflation's in. You know what? They took that money that went for the freaking Ukrainian war. We could have freaking lowered our inflation. Put it towards food stamps or something. Why should we be supporting some country that's failing? We shouldn't be intervening in some jackboot son of a bitch's attitude towards, I mean, that's how I see it, in my opinion. We're wasting too much tax dollars. Plain and simple. Well, the price of bacon is gone up to like $12 a pound. By the way, I paid $10.98 for 3 pounds on sale, so I have 6 pounds of bacon. I'm making club sandwiches. You see where I'm going with this? The cost of everything has gone through the freaking roof, and people like me are pissed. I mean, I know Pee Wee ain't here right now. I wish she was. I love Pee Wee dearly. She's a sister of mine. Let me show you something, okay? Every morning, Chloe gets up. I wake her up at a certain time. Like today, she's sleeping in. She was tired as tired can be. She went out today, paid the vet bill. The vet's been clear, balance is zero, which is what I want. Comes back, and on the chair, she has it set up. So when I get up, I go to the bathroom, I sit down, she flips the coffee pot on, and then, like today I had cards, so I told her to go get me 4 birthday cards. So she got 4 birthday cards. And you know what happened? I'll tell you what happened. So she turns around, brings me the newspapers, puts them in my chair so I can actually sit down and read them. And she's finally learned that you don't fuck with me until I've had 4 cups of coffee in me and I've read the newspaper. Plain and simple. So what happened? She leaves the newspaper out. And then it talks about certain issues in the paper. Now, I know my cousin Dinky's probably going to say, oh, doing her Donald Trump in person. That's fake news. Definitely fake news. With cases up, masks down, pandemic at uncertain point. See? Or cruise lines see record bookings for cruise lines. Or how about this? Duwamish tribe sues U.S. in 40-year fight for federal recognition. Settlement announced in condominiums, $1 billion. Or Senate GOP blocks bill to guarantee abortion rights. I'm going to say this about the abortion bill, okay? Let me just tell you what I think the abortion thing is. Literally, what's the problem with abortions, right? They turn around and they say, the Republicans say, oh, it doesn't go far enough, or that doesn't go this. Now, I'm not going to sit here and debate Roe versus Wade on my YouTube channel. I could. But you know what I say? Here's my own answers to this story. And Chloe's like, oh, well, what do you think? I never read the bill, so I don't know what's in the bill. If I was a senator or Congress, I'd probably be reading the bill and giving you my opinion on YouTube. Problem is, no one wants me as a congressional person or YouTuber because, frankly, no one cares. But, when you go through it, right? This is just some of the articles in the paper of today, Now, I always pull the sports out. I didn't find the funnies to be funny. Apparently, Seattle Times has funnies. But if you go around and you flip through this, like this, you're like this. January 6th, defendant face trials. Yada, yada, yada. Okay, cool. Flip through this. Virus shutdown in China, delay U.S. medical scans. Or Ukraine again. Or abortion again. Or red air cases or whatever, Program will teach how to support sexual assault survivors. This is an interesting one. Yeah, and the thing is, they want to basically make these big news, right? If you look around, and you just keep flipping through this, and you can look over who died and stuff. I always look to see if my stepdad died. You read through Pet City, look at these little cute doggies. I've been meaning to talk to Dinky anyways about pets, but you see, if you flip through it, they have things like Tesla and editorials or homeless problems or what are we doing of this or that or this, right? So you flip through it, and I read all of the sports this morning in the Seattle Times already. But I go through in the evenings when I'm on the toilet and I read more. I read. Well, let me put it this way, okay? I get the New York Times National Edition right here. See, New York Times. And I sit down every morning now and I read it. And I do like the business section. They're talking about inflation. We're right here on the front page. Inflation slow, but rising prices weighs on the U.S. Let's talk about inflation. Inflation would be going down if we basically put all the money the taxpayers are spending on Ukraine into a fund to support the people and to lower the prices. Now, maybe we're going to give a little extra money to farmers or companies that make canned goods, but at least it's something over freaking funneling money into weapons to go kill fellow man. This here Vision of Party is on the ballot. Overdose hit records. Level with fentanyl, key culprit. My sister committed suicide, if you didn't know, from fentanyl and booze. Bill to preserve abortion rights fail. They want everyone to know because they want to basically drum up support. Yada, yada, yada. But you get the point. Then you flip through some of these other things. More about inflation. More about other things. And you just flip through this, and you look through this, and again, you see, now they're talking about inflation, right? Well, let's talk about inflation. There was an article talking about pork, beef, and chicken going through the roof, not including dairy products. Literally. It talks about India. Yeah, okay, that's cool. Talks about people are trying to force the governor's race out in New York so a Republican can take over. Right there, talks about who's going to be punished in the leak in the Justice Department. Nothing's going to happen there. They basically said it. More leaks will probably happen in the future. Fighting both Republicans in Pennsylvania. If you read the news, they're talking about this, and then you go into like this, inflation. Rising prices weigh on the U.S. Again, from page A1, Oh, look at this. The inflation blame game. Here we go. So this is basically what the people are voting for in the American population. Some say the highest is the coronavirus 19 pandemic, supply chains disruptions. It's like I wrote my cousin Corey the other day asking about fly rods. You want American, you want Korean, or you want Chinese? You give me some information, I'll basically dig up what I can, but it's hard to get. Corporations, the American Rescue Plan, the war in Ukraine, it's all of it. Look, we're wasting $1 trillion, right? You know how many people are bitching still about no extra stimulus money? If we had extra stimulus money, we could survive. 3 stimulus checks, and then guess what happened? Nothing. My opinion. Oh, and there's a food supply chain problem in China right there in the front page of Section 2, business. In my opinion, these people are making a mockery of wasting the taxpayers' fucking dollars. Now they could say, oh, well, I had to literally stretch out everything for a month. We're having a food supply shortage of baby formula. Literally, can someone literally tell me what the hell is going on and why? That's the problem. They can't. They sit there and they bellyache and they bitch and they moan and they gripe and they complain about what? Taxpayer money being spent on what? War in Ukraine. Look, if the people in the House want someone like me to be a hardliner person that fights for their dollars, I would do it too. Literally, I would basically get up and say, look, we're paying for a war that's not ours. The taxpayers shouldn't be burdened with it. And then you want to bitch, well, if it wasn't for you, Russia, we wouldn't have the oil problem. Then they're trying to push for electric cars. Look, I just saw a report, right? Say my cousin Dinky and my cousin Corey decide to trade in their cars for electric trucks and electric cars. They just trade it in. They get a depreciated engine value, right? They want to basically make it. So let's just say they did it, right? They buy it. They say the batteries in those cars to make them electric, which means you could just basically replace what's needed, the tires when they go. Otherwise, you just keep the engine in pristine condition. You run a battery, which they say could be $10,000. Literally, they're saying to build a all-electric motorhome that can power the right engine to push a motorhome could cost words up to $500,000 more just for the motorhome engine. And then you got to think about the battery. Okay, instead of a car-sized battery, they might need a bigger battery, which might be $100,000. So let's just say they take a company like Prevost that makes the best motorhomes in America, and makes an all-electric one instead of being a $5 million Prevost. Now it's like $8 million because they have to make it all electric and the solar panel and this and that. I mean, look at the way the things are going. I mean, people are sitting there saying, oh, well, we need to have problems with our fuel and problems with this, problems with that. The problem isn't our fuel. The problem is, people that own these yachts, for example, are sucking up the fuel faster and faster every damn day. It's kind of funny, I got an email again, basically saying our area has a power outage. I don't see any power outages, but you get the point. Point is I'm sitting here telling you guys with my whole heart that the taxpayers shouldn't be fucking paying for this crap. Literally. I mean, you want to sit there and complain, go ahead and complain. But to me, it's a bunch of garbage. It's a bunch of malarkey. I mean, the taxpayers shouldn't be paying for this war. That's how I see it. Democrats want to sit there and the Republicans go along with it. I'd vote them all out of office because that there is just downright unresponsible. By the way, let's talk about the other small problem we have about the taxpayers paying for this war that we're supporting. Well, inflation's high, electricity's high, gas is high, food is high, rent is high. What happens? I'll tell you what happens. The taxpayers turn around, and what do? They complain. They literally complain like it's going out of style. Plain and simple. Think of it this way. They're paying through the nose, and they're borrowing money to go support a war that's not ours. People's grandkids and great-grandkids and great-grandnephews and nieces, they're going to be paying for this over and over and over. In my opinion, besides Social Security, and veterans and Medicare, Medicaid, and stuff that does good for the country, we are the most piss-poor country of mismanagement of funds. Literally, we mismanage more funds than anything. We're going to give $40 billion and $40 billion and $33 billion and whatever, And you look at people like my sister Pee-wee and my sister Dinky and Corey, and they're paying high amounts of gas for the car. And then you got companies like the government giving people like Verizon, who owns TracFone, free phone service. Well, yeah, that's nice and dandy, but what if Verizon wants to cut out the government funds? If they could cut out the cellular service and basically get rid of TracFone, which the government's paying for TracFone, or their subsidiary Lifeline, or Q-Link, or that other company, Higgins talks about, what happens? They cut it out. People are going to be paying $40 to $60 minimum for a cell phone. And people don't have that. But it's okay, because we're America. We can afford the new $1,200 Samsung Note phones and the whatever, The thing is, they're trying to force people to go, not with flip phones, but with smartphones to track your ass. Plain and simple. Let's just track them because we can, and we will. No, we shouldn't be tracking the people because we have to. It doesn't work that way. Thing is I was telling Dinky the other day, I don't think she got the whole picture. Higgins messaged me about a new plan where he's got a zero balance for free internet, everyone. Free internet. Now, I don't mind the poor getting free internet, but the thing is how much more are we going to be doing? I mean, literally, we're basically going bankrupt, and we're still supporting things. Literally, we are supporting and supporting and supporting and supporting. The only reason the Supreme Court's doing what they're doing is they're trying to root out communism and socialism. And a lot of people know this. I mean, and then you get these people, fighting for, oh, well, once they dissolve Roe versus Wade, same-sex marriages are gone, sex changes are gone, this is gone, that's gone. You know what? No one gives a damn. I mean, look at all these people that sit there in their 20s like, oh, yeah, I was my surgery, I'm a real woman. Like that army got pissmeyer that basically sold our secrets, got prisoned for 7 years, and then was pardoned, and then got a free sex change. Taxpayers paid for it. And then look at the other things going on in the world. I mean, literally look around. I mean, Medicare, oh, well, in this state, you got to pay for sex changes. You can't deny transgendered health care. They can deny it. They can turn around and be a Catholic hospital. The Catholic organization can buy every fucking hospital in the fucking state here and then ban it. That's all they got to do. And then they can say religious liberties, and they get away with it. It's like this hospital. I go in for something, delayed. I could have stomach cancer. That's one reason why I don't talk to you guys. Why? My health is down. I could have stomach or colon cancer, and yet no one gives a shit up here. They think I need to die, rot and die. Literally, that's the way it is. I've been through so much. You get a tranny, it's tracking. It's like, oh, you're on your penis in me every night. Woo, woo. And yet, they might live in a red state and get discriminated worse. But you know what? The thing is, I've been discriminated a lot. And I'm still alive to speak my story. And I'm still alive to say, look, the American people need to quit fucking wasting money. You want to waste money? Fine. But not in my watch. Because think of what's going on here. No one listens. No one cares. All they want to do is freaking sit there and bitch. Postal Service loves me. They see outgoing mail here. They know it's me. They're just like, oh, Rita's got letters going to Texas. Rita's got birthday cards and Easter cards and Thanksgiving cards, Christmas cards, Valentine's cards going to Texas. Whereas the taxpayers, bitch. Oh, well, they're going to keep raising the stamp prices until freaking they find a way to start taxing you on your email. Every email you send 10 cents. And then they'll charge 15 cents and then 20 cents. People stop using email. They'll stop using email and letter mail. They'll only get email coming in for their bills and everything else, And guess what? If they start charging email for the sending and receiving of your emails because they have to per email, guess what happens? The people are going to turn around and start basically complaining to Google and Microsoft and Yahoo about their freaking email being so freaking spammed up that the spam. I mean, I open my email box up and I get spam right at the top, ads. And so if they're paying 5 cents in and 5 cents incoming for freaking, or 1 cent for incoming email every hour, because email isn't free, you got to have ads now. I mean, literally, they could give me email where I don't have fucking ads. I pay $1 a month just to get rid of the fucking ads because I hate the fucking ads. The ads fucking suck. They're like, I'm on the high tier of every service that gives me free service, like Crackle, Peacock, Pluto, whatever. I pay the main fee so I don't have commercials. I hate fucking commercials. I will not stand commercials. When Amazon sits there and says anyone who's a Prime member, who has Prime membership like me, and you turn on IMDb and you get fucking commercials, and then they say, oh, it's only for, if you don't want commercials, you got to pay. Amazon's, you got to pay. Thing is, I don't use IMDb that much, but I hate fucking commercials. I hate turning on Crackle me on get 10 minutes into the TV show, and all of a sudden you got 5 commercials. Or commercial, 10 minutes in, 5 commercials. 15 minutes in, 5 commercials. 15 minutes in, 6 commercials. I don't want to see fucking commercials. And by the way, the commercials they're playing are over and over and over the same bullshit commercials. I'm not going to be getting car insurance, so leave me alone. I mean, they sit there and you know what they say? You have a Roku and you're watching something, right? Now, if you have a Roku account that's connected to a box, and then you use your browser to set up certain accounts for your Roku channels that you want to watch, they should sit there and go through your filters and your history and be like, oh, this person's interested. Instead, I'm interested in car insurance? No. I'm interested in beer? No. I'm interested in whatever. I mean, eventually the government's going to get to the point where they're going to be selling our information to companies like Amazon and Netflix and Hulu, and they're going to raise the price. No commercials, you pay more. No commercials, you pay more. Meanwhile, when they do a commercial on one company that's giving services free, they're going to go and buy the information from the government because the government's going to be broke ass as hell and turn around. And what are they going to do? They're going to basically go through our history and be like, oh, this person's interested in books. Then they're going to basically tailor maybe commercials on books or video games or fly fishing or knives or guns or crossbows, or if I go and I need to buy something, say, from Oxbow, what are they going to do? No, you got food. He's got food. What happens? They turn around and they fucking make commercials for that. I mean, literally, I try to keep my digital footprint off. I was telling this to my cousin Corey the other day. I go to certain forums. That's it. I go to YouTube and I watch movies. Otherwise, I spend my time very little. Like right now, I was looking up some lenses for my camera, as I told Dinky, for example. Now I'm getting ads for cameras. I'm sorry to say, but unless I want a new camera, I'm quite content with what I have. I wanted a new lens, but the lenses are getting too damn expensive. I mean, literally, I'm gonna have to think about things. I mean, they're discontinuing this, discontinuing that. To me, it freaking sucks like garbage. Literally sucks like garbage. I mean, literally. I home educate myself on sicknesses because I'm stuck indoors. Chloe said to me the other day, my nickname says Her Majesty or Your Royal Highness. She said to me, Your Majesty. I said, what? She says, you could pull off being in royalty, real royalty, because you don't leave your house. If they told you couldn't leave the castle, you'd be like, okay, cool. As long as I can go on the castle grounds, I'm happy as a clam. But them, not them as in Chloe, but, she said that's me, or, etc. But in this day and age, we have so many people wasting taxpayers' money when they ain't funny. Well, that's how it is. Everything happens for a reason, and to me, I'm tired of the taxpayers wasting money that we have on this crap. I mean, literally, you sit there and you go to some places, they're complaining about prices of handguns. Oh, that's an American-made gun, and it's now 50% more. Maybe because of supply and demand, everyone wants a gun. So the supply and demand through the freaking roof. Or what about fishing rods? People are bitching about the American-made rods being so expensive. That's because the American-made are handmade, handcrafted, hand this, hand that. So you're paying more. And you want to bitch about that. And then you go buy a Chinese-made thing. Oh, can't get a Chinese-made one. It's sold out because they're probably sitting on the dock somewhere in California. You see where I'm going with this? My point is the American people shouldn't be fucking wasting more tax dollars on a war that's not ours and then bitch about inflation. The government could fucking fix inflation tomorrow morning, but they don't want it. They want to fucking cripple the country. It's the greedy bastards that think that, whatever. I mean, look at the price of eggs. Eggs go through the roof, right? Yet I don't even know why the hell I go on Amazon and find mayonnaise for $4 for best food, yet my island's charging $10 for freaking mayonnaise. Chloe and I told Chloe to go down and find the receipt, go down and basically ask them why mayonnaise is freaking almost $10 for a 15-ounce jar of mayonnaise. I think it's a 15-ounce jar of fucking mayonnaise. My problem is I can't believe I'm paid $10 for fucking mayonnaise. Could have saved $10 on fucking mayonnaise, but instead, then you have the other problem, with the government telling us, state governments telling us what we can and can't do. No, hold on. Let me see what's going on. She just emailed me some. So she's answering emails, Pee-wee that is. And so I just told Pee-wee I am live right now. I love my sister Pee-wee. But you know what? Problem is it's the fucking government's fault. It's not our fault, the citizens. It's not our fault when you hear my cousin say, save my money on it instead of a gift card to give her a gift. It's not my fault to fucking, it's the fucking farmer's fault for fucking claiming, government says, oh, this million herd chickens got problems. Kill them all. They don't say kill them, cook them. They're just like, now eggs went up in price. And then the government has these problems of, oh, we have to slaughter so many pigs and so many cows, and I mean, if you're going to be wasting that much and raising the price on the people, there's a problem they can't manage. Hold on a second. All right. Okay. Thanks for waiting, everyone. My point is the taxpayers shouldn't be paying for a war that's not ours. Look at Afghanistan. Look at Iraq. We paid and paid and paid for what? And we abandoned it. It's just government wasting money. People need to have someone in the some poor peon. Not saying me. Should basically turn around and go to Congress and the Senate and bitch and argue and debate why we're wasting money. Oh yeah, under the NATO charter we got to do this and that. We're wasting fucking money. You read the newspapers. You read the newspapers. They're talking about homeless problems. You know what? We could fucking fix the homeless problem if we didn't fucking waste so much money. Let me put it to you for an example. We're wasting $20 billion for a Ford carrier, which has too many problems. They say every carrier that's replaced goes down in price. No, it doesn't. They're just saying that to make the American feel that they're getting their value worth for 50 years of service out of a carrier. It isn't. Then you got to pay for the 40 ships protecting the carrier. And all it takes is one fucking submarine captain that can sleep through the convoy to sink the son of a bitch. You see where I'm going with this? The taxpayers shouldn't be paying. We could get rid of nuclear weapons. We could get rid of nuclear waste. We could basically be in a peaceful state where we're not wasting fucking money left and right. But guess what? While the fucking poor people in England fucking suffer, the royal family's eating fucking high off the hog. Living on $1,200, $1,500 dresses or more. I'm sorry to say, but I would fucking, if I was royalty, I'd be fucking wearing my sweatshirt, my Orva shirt for the cost of $1, and my robe. The royal family didn't like it, fuck them. My opinion is the royal family is a bunch of snobbish son of bitches that are fucking, you gotta do this and you gotta do that. I could probably do a better job as the Queen of England than fucking the Queen of England herself, or the fucking Queen of Denmark, or the ruler of Norway, or Sweden. I mean, no offense, I told Pee-wee I am on. No offense, but think of it. These fucking people are wasting money hand over fist. Whatever happened to the art of frugality? I mean, literally, I'm trying to teach Chloe, buy what you need. I mean, literally, I look at my bank account all the time to make sure I survive the month. I mean, let me give you an example, okay? Now, Chloe sits there and she gets paid. Pays the rent. Instead of paying me back, I pay the internet's always paid out of my pocket. She always says, oh, I'll take you to breakfast or I'll get you lunch. Oh, whatever. Okay. That's out of her money. Then, once she does that, she pays half the electric bill, which, by the way, the electric company screwed me over. You guys should hear this. Took 3 payments instead of 1. Chloe paid her half. I tried to pay my half. Instead, they basically charged me 3 times. So they got next month's bill was covered completely. And I call them and they say, fuck you. You can go hungry. That's what they said. So my money that goes for electric, that their computer program charged me 3 times instead of 1. Their answer, fuck you. You can go hungry for the month or go through these agencies or go through the food bank. We're not helping. You can kiss our ass. So I had to file a complaint with certain government agencies and oversights because I'm not going to let the fucking electric company go and fucking steal the fucking money that I get to survive because they're fucking greedy little assholes. I mean, I missed a $20 payment one month. They were threatening to turn me off, but the neighbor fucking get a $1,600 bill before they get disconnected. What the fuck gives? Is it discrimination? Or it's just fucking hardline assholes running the fucking company? Plain and simple. It's fucking hardline assholes running the country. See where I'm going with this? I mean, look at it from my point of view. Literally. I send Chloe out to the grocery store. I tell her what to get, how to get it, and where to go to save money. Chloe sits there and I say, oh, whatever they have, right? She grabbed all the packages of T-bone steak, $6.99 a pound, 14 pounds total. I can't complain. I picked up pretzels because I was sick. Actually, the large pretzels, I homeschool myself to make sure that if I am dehydrated, not because of alcohol, but because I have diarrhea, that I basically know what to do to fix it. Pretzels and breadsticks. Garlic bread. What's the problem? The problem is the taxpayers see, and you look at these pricing of food. $5 for a banquet mega bowl. $5.50 for a banquet mega meal. $10 for mayonnaise. You don't see paper products being so high. It's fucking food. I mean, it is what it is, but still. Thing is, the fucking government can fix it. They don't want to. They want to make everyone fucking suffer. While they fucking eat fucking $20 ice creams like Speaker of the House. I'm not going to speak ill and say, oh, people should do this, people should do that to them. I'm not into violence. I don't support violence. I don't want anyone hurt. But people need to listen to my reasoning why the fucking government's getting out of hand. Literally. They are literally, I'm reading the newspapers going, oh my freaking, I mean, if you look at it, I mean, I would like to get Pee Wee on board on comments one day so we can talk about pricing in California. Because if it's just like here, it's fucking expensive. I mean, Chloe usually doesn't have Chloe has a beef with Pee Wee and her husband. But Chloe basically came around the other day. And she said, I wonder how Pee Wee's doing with the economy down there. It must be hurting her. Not, oh, I don't like Pee Wee. Pee Wee should do this or that. No, she was like, I wonder how Pee Wee and her husband's doing. Do you think they're hurting? Oh, yeah, we're hurting just like them. But thing is here's the problem with finances, okay? I manage my funds to a T. I basically buy what's needed. I was telling my father-in-law the other day, okay, this isn't a legitimate gripe. This isn't a complaint. But I said, legitimate gripe. If Chloe's going to live in this house, Chloe's going to have to pick up after herself. And two, she's going to have to get her supplies. I can't sit there and supply toilet paper for her. She buys 24 blocks. We go through it in 11 days. And then what? I go and buy some more. She uses it. She doesn't say, I'm going to pay you back. Nope. I buy the cleaning supplies. Really, you buy enough cleaning supplies for 6 months so you don't have to touch it. Thing is, I'm not complaining. My thing is, someone needs to basically teach her the values of what money is because we're in a tight situation. Pee Wee and I basically talked like sisters. We are sisters. We literally said to each other, by email and, when she was in comments, that the problem is this is going to get bad. It's not going to get better. Now they want to do this. Now they want to do that. Now they're talking about 100 million people going to be affected. How many is going to die this time around? Oh, that reminds me. I need to take my medicine so my stomach doesn't get, The point is, taxpayers are paying through the fucking nose for these bigwigs to fucking put their money in the stock market, live high off the hog, off the taxpayers. They don't touch their own dimes. This is why I don't like Democrats or Republicans. You want to take away Roe versus Wade, that takes away Cousin Dinky and, cousin/sister Dinky and Pee Wee's female reproductive choices. Now, I know Pee Wee's up there in age, but still, I don't want freaking Pee Wee, to get hurt and then end up carrying a baby because, for example, because, she has to, or Dinky. It's not right for a woman. And then the government says, oh, well, we're going to do this because the church is Catholic. And that is one thing I do not like is fucking 5 Catholics sitting there telling us what we can and can't fucking do. Now, you want me to get technical? I'll tell you another story. The California government, okay, Pee Wee knows this. Her husband Dan knows this. I love Dan too as a brother, as a sister would to a brother. Dad knows it. The fucking California government can't turn around, right? Can't turn around and say, this is encouraging, this is cherry tobacco, encouraging children to chew. So we're going to ban flavored tobacco. Every fucking state that does that is taking away a First Rights Amendment fucking choice. Literally. I mean, I told Dinky, if I have to, they can find me in a fucking piece of land that's dirt cheap. Build me a cheap one-room cabin type home, small home, and I'll live in it and have my tobacco down there before I fucking submit to the fucking state that's telling me what I can and can't fucking do. Oh, if I don't get vaccinated, I can't leave my house. Oh, if I can't do this, well, the hospital doesn't want to vaccinate me anyways, but I don't give a shit. You know, I mean, literally, I ordered ramen the other day. I can only buy 3 cases of fucking ramen. Usually I get 10 cases. I'm only allowed 3 cases. Yeah. I mean, the government's turning around, you know, saying, oh, you can't do this and you can't do that and you can't do this. And we're going to take away your tobacco rights and we're going to take away your cigar rights. We're going to take away your pipe tobacco rights. I mean, most pipe tobacco is flavored. So the state's basically taking away. Chloe went to Safeway. Chloe went to King's. Chloe went to Marketplace. Chloe went to Walmart. Chloe went to the smoke shop. No pipe tobacco. And what they classify as pipe tobacco is cigarette tobacco. Because of the tax class, they can drop it. Nothing. Old days, I would go out when my husband was smoking a cigar. I'll show you a few things. Smoke shops. Frogmorton. Dunhill early morning. I'd wake up in the morning, smoke this. Nightcap right before bed. 965 in the midday. Which I don't even think we have a 965 can. But I won't get rid of them. These are memories that will never go away with me. The memories. Oh yeah, and Drew Estate. The cigar company made it. There's Moon Trance. CAO Black. Moon Trance. Drew Estate. Nightcap early morning. All these are memories that I have. Government took it all away. Can't order pipe tobacco online. It's a felony. 5 years in prison and 5 years tax evasion because this fucking puny ass fucking useless state wants to control tobacco. Tried to get my cousin Dinky and them to let me order tobacco in Oregon and take it across the border. No one knew what would happen. Talked to state in Oregon. Oregon decided to do the same law. Oh, well, pipe tobacco encourages kids. You know, I'm tired of them fucking covering behind the kids card. Frankly, I don't give 2 fucking shits. What I care about is my rights. And our rights are being fucking violated every fucking day. Literally. Can't do pipe tobacco, can't do chew, can't do snuff, can't do whatever, you know. It's sad. It is fucking sad to no end. Literally. We're being fucking punished. And these fucking bigwigs can fucking sit there, eat out, discriminate against people like me, and then get away with it. You know, if you don't pass really vote, we're going to discriminate on you. You know what? Now they want to discriminate against all. Take away sex changes. Fine by me. Same-sex marriages, I don't agree. That's law. You want to take that away, the fucking people should fucking rise up, kick the fucking Supreme Court people out. But they won't do it because, you know, they're protected. But I don't support kicking them out. I say pass a bill giving them 5-year term limits in the U.S. Supreme Court. Then after 5 years, they get the boot. Someone else gets in. Or 4 years. Every 4 years during a presidential election, do it. So 9 justices, 4-year terms. Only 1 term each. That's all they get. That would be easier. Put it on the ballot. Or dissolve the Supreme Court altogether. It's basically a political crack pocket junction anyways now. Look what they're doing. I mean, I don't recommend revolting and going and overthrowing the Supreme Court. All I'm saying is we need to do it in the ballot. Supreme Court is wrong. Literally, they are wrong as wrong can be. Literally. And, you know, and then the taxpayers, they should have something to fucking bitch about. While your fucking tax dollars are fucking paying for a fucking puny ass war that we shouldn't be in. We could have spent $100 billion in extended food stamps for 2 years or 3 years while we get out of this mess. Instead, we got to fucking support some fucking country that was formerly a communist state. Because in the communist book called The Naked Communist, the guy that wrote it basically was talking about it. We don't need to support anyone. I mean, literally, we're paying for military that we don't need. We're paying for freaking stuff we don't need. We're buying on credit to the point where our country will be bankrupt and we'll be a third world country. Our country is going down the shitter, as my cousin talks about. Yet she doesn't want to get technical. Why? She just says we're going down the shitter. I mean, literally. I mean, every day on the front page of the newspaper after the leak, it was all about abortion rights and abortions. Right now, it's still on the front page, but now they're putting inflation. I remember the other day browsing for phones. This is cracked, by the way. The back is. It's all smooth, by the way, so you can't get touched. But anyways, it's all smooth. And looking for a replacement because, you know, I like to use this as a tablet. Screen's fine. This fell. You know what happened? I'll tell you what happened. Raised it up $50 for a replacement. This is an LG. They don't make them anymore. Motorola, $50 more. I'm not paying $50 more for a fucking phone and then paying fucking $60 a month minimum for phone service. People sit there and say, oh, well, what do you use? I use a flip phone until the damn flip phone fails. Right now, I have Google Voice at home, so as long as my Google Voice works on that former cell phone, I can use this as a home phone with Google Voice. Chloe takes this with her, calls me on the grocery store. See, little flip phone. See, LG. Sometimes the bubbles bubble in and out. But you know what? If I had to make payments on this, it'd be $15 a month. But Verizon, being greedy bastards as they are, want to fucking take it away and force the elderly to fucking pay $60 a month because they're cocksucking morons. They're greedy bastards. And they're dissolving TracFone by having the shittiest customer service in the world. You call them up and say, I want to fucking know why the website's broken. They turn around and the Filipinos on the other end say, oh, well, you know, you can make payment through us. I don't trust these little cocksucking bitches in the Philippines to have my bank info. They drain the card. That's what's going on right now. Economy's hurting so bad they'll fucking scam you and take your card info, write it down on paper, and then drain it. And then you don't have a Chinaman's chance to contest it. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to give my banking info to anyone. Plain and simple. Literally, I won't give anyone my info. I'm very, very frugal. Very, very, in my opinion, protected. I mean, look around. Taxpayers are fucking hurting. And we have to bear the burden of it. High prices. Like Dinky. Bacon. Buy a slice of bacon. I don't need a slice of bacon. I got a fucking deal on bacon. $10.98 for 3 pounds of fucking bacon. Limit 2. So I got fucking 6 pounds of bacon. I made club sandwiches tomorrow. You call that fucking a meal? Right here. This is my deal. 3 pounds, 2 of these. Thick cut applewood smoke. I could have got pepperwood smoke, but I don't like peppered bacon. Even Sister Pee-wee should know me by now. I don't like freaking bacon that's peppered. Jalapeno bacon? Oh, yeah. Problem is we, the taxpayers, have to fucking look around. Let me tell you a story. How fucking greedy the son of a bitch companies are, okay? Now, I know if Pee-wee was here, she'd probably analyze my words and say I'm half right, half wrong. Maybe, I don't know. I love debating with her. But here's the fucking truth of the fucking matter. The other day, let me see if I can find it for you. It's over here, by the way. The other day. Is this it? Yeah, here it is. Let me show you this. Show you these. Okay? Sorry. Sunday's paper. Right? Sunday's paper. See this? This is all the coupons you get. For a starter, New York Times had none. You want me to complain? Companies are taking away coupons. You got to go to their store and see if there's online deals. Online fucking deals. Plain and simple. I got this Sunday paper for old time's sake. Coupons, you know. a lot of the ads. I used to love clipping coupons out Sunday mornings with my mom. None. Zip. One little thing. Maybe a little cereal, maybe some shampoo and conditioner, expensive stuff. Now you got to go online to look up ads and hope like hell you have a membership card to Safeway, Fred Meyer, Kroger. Otherwise, you have to look online because everything is digital. Digital. Plain and simple. Literally, you have to go online to Safeway, Fred Meyer, Kroger, etc., and do this problem. Plain and simple. I don't like it. I hate it. I think it fucking sucks. Literally, they took away the ability. Elderly, if you don't have a computer, fuck you. You're not saving any money. They basically did it so they could raise the prices without anyone knowing. Literally. Back then, coupons meant a lot. Customer clip out their coupons, go to the store, give the coupons, and get what they need. Nowadays, not going to happen. No more coupons. They make an ad and say 2 for 10, 4 for 10, 6 for 10, whatever. Otherwise, I was at the store the other day, right? I remember Campbell's regular soup. Let me just show you the soup size. I got cream mushroom over there, so it's the same size. Being 16-ounce cans, this is 10.5 ounces now. 16-ounce cans, 39 cents for chicken noodle soup. You get the family size, which they keep cutting down and cutting down and cutting down. Was 99 cents to $1.49. Now it's almost $5 for a large can of chicken noodle soup, which, by the way, the doctor wants me to eat some chicken noodle soup. But I don't have chicken noodle soup because Chloe forgot to pick up chicken noodle soup today. I'm not holding her accountable. I was sleeping. She remembered the birthday cards and she remembered the newspapers. That's all she needed to do. Tomorrow I can write a little note, chicken noodle soup. She'll pick it up for me. But it's going to cost me $5 or more for chicken noodle soup. Why? Because it's expensive. People are sucking up everything they can't get nailed down. Why buy? I've been told I can only buy 3 cases of ramen for the entire fucking month. 3. What happened buying 10 cases and lasting 6 months? I mean, literally. I mean, this is why I'm tired of the fucking people. The government's trying to tell us where we got a food ration, but who's the one suffering? Us. I've seen elderly go to the food bank coming back with expired food. And they're eating it. Expired food. And they're eating it. The other day, the old man basically was telling me outside that he got to the food bank, got milk. He opened it and it was just all kernels. 3 weeks expired. He said they must have froze it or something because once he defrosted it, it curdled really quickly and it was just nothing but chunks. Tells you right there, the country's going down the toilet. They're going to buy expired food for the poorest of the poorest. People sit there and say to me, oh, well, people shouldn't be buying lobster and shrimp on food stamps. Maybe true, but if you get a deal on it, you don't pass up on it. It's a meal or 2 meals or 3 meals. With me, I paid out of my own debit card my fucking food. I mean, literally, I do what I can. Bacon, same thing. Don't call me. Limit 2 on bacon, grab 2. Still, the Coca-Cola coffee is eluding me, but you get the point I'm making. Point is, inflation's high because the fucking government made it high. Raise half a percentage point. Oh. And now they're talking about the cost of living being almost 9%. What if fucking inflation goes through the roof all the way through the summer? People are flying everywhere. Virus is spreading quicker. Our island ended up with 100 new cases recently. 100. All because of the out-of-towners going everywhere. Doctor thought I had a new version of it. And they want me quarantined for 10 days. To me, I'm tired of the fucking people telling me what I can and can't do. Literally. I mean, people know me as the most kindest person in the world, the most gentlest heart in the world. The golden heart, My cousin Dinky turned around the other day. I was just worried about food prices, gas, and everything else. But me, I basically buy what's needed, okay? That's me. Buy what's needed, leave the rest alone. Toilet paper's needed, go get toilet paper. Tomorrow I got to write on a note, paper towels, pick some more up. Paper towels and chicken noodle soup. Limiting our travel time to the grocery store until it's needed. Hubby and I had everything planned perfectly. I'm trying to teach Chloe the art of buying what's needed. You don't go to the store every day. We used to stockpile 7 meals, 10 meals at a time. Go in when we ran out. I got plenty of steak, plenty of shrimp, plenty of Salisbury steaks. I mean, literally, frozen food sold out. The other day I told Chloe I need mega meals. They didn't have them. I told Chloe, if there's no mega meals or mega bowls, don't buy. Chloe came back and said, just what I bought. I said, what? Because I'm an open-minded person. Salisbury steak meal, $3.99. So you get one Salisbury steak, some corn, some apple crisp, and mashed potatoes for $3.99. I mean, literally, they're raising the prices on everything. Mac and cheese. Pick me up some Stouffer's. So I got 2 meals here. Large meal here, which I got Ziploc bags for. 4 mega meals and 4 mega bowls. And some shrimp, some pretzels with some cheese sauce, and some garlic bread. Not including extra steak. In there and in there. And 6 pounds of bacon, which means I got bread. Which, $7.50 for a loaf of sourdough fucking bread. Tells you right there. Is there a problem with sourdough? Is there problems with our grain? Is that why we're fucking paying through the roof? You gotta ask yourself, the true questions is, who's fucking benefiting from our fucking thingy? Is the government? Government sits there and says, okay, we're going to give $1 trillion in food stamps for 5 years. During the pandemic, by the way, $1 trillion hypothetically, farmers get 50% of it. The grocery store gets some. And the makers make the canned goods get it. You see where I'm going with this? Everyone gets a fucking kickback somewhere. And we suffer by them raising prices. They say, what that you see? You remember that poll I read you today, a little bit ago about the newspaper, right? Oh, what causes it? Has anyone ever thought that the cause also is the fucking people that just want to sit at home? They've gotten a taste of 1 year plus sitting at home, working from home. They don't want to leave. They can manage their own household and family from at home. I mean, that is the way the fucking world works. They don't want to fucking do it. I mean, there's people out there struggling, literally, mom and pop, going in. Medicine? I don't complain. This cost me $5 for 90-day supply. No problem. $5. But what's that tell you? It tells me the economy is fucking hurting left and right. Yeah. They want to fucking sit there left and right. Think about it. Think about it. I want you guys to truly think about it. That's the truth. Pricing is going through the fucking roof. Father-in-law, I don't want paying $30 a gallon for gas if it means liberating Ukraine. I'm sorry, but I don't want my fucking family, who I love dearly, and I say that with love, the F word, to pay $30 a gallon for fucking gas when he wants Ukraine liberated. And he's okay with us putting his tax dollars to Ukraine. I'm not. I don't care. He might say I'm anti-war or anti-this or, anti-government. I'm not anti-government, okay? I'm fucking against the fucking taxpayers burdening us with higher taxes, higher gas, higher stamps pricing, higher food. I mean, he just said, I don't know why eggs are so expensive, it's made with mayonnaise, eggs. There's an egg shortage. So what the fucking people do? They're trying to the government's trying to wean you off mayonnaise. Oh, mayonnaise isn't healthy for you. What's next? They're going to raise fucking dairy products. Milk's not healthy for you. Cheese ain't healthy for him. Sorry to say, me and my cousin Dinky, we have a standing order in our households. You don't fucking touch a girl's cheese. I mean, literally, just like she knows, you don't fucking tell me I can't fucking have my tobacco and they fucking take it away. The government's getting too big. And I don't say go out and revolt. I'm just saying think about it. Think about it. They want to fucking touch your milk. They want to say milk's unhealthy. Then they'll cut out whole milk. Then 5, 10 years later, they'll cut out 2%. Then they'll force you to 1%. Then 1% is not healthy. Then non-fat. You see where I'm going with this? Then they'll take away your cheese. Cheese ain't healthy. And then they'll take away other things. Pasta ain't healthy. Do you remember the old YouTube song or skit where the guy talks about banning everything? That's what the government's trying to do. Literally, they're trying to fucking control us. I'm not going to be controlled. I'm not going to have some dickhead. You know, Dinky already knows. She can find me land, build me a cheap shack. I'll live in it. But at least I won't be submitted to some fucking cock-blocking son of a bitches out there telling me I can't fucking do my tobacco. Can't do this, can't do that. I mean, literally, people say, oh, the cost of this is expensive. The cost of that's expensive. People are literally trying to stretch the funds out as best as possible. Chloe's got to learn. Chloe's got to learn how to spend money. And to learn to spend money properly. And it's simple. I'm trying to teach her. I'm trying to teach her that the world is suffering. I'm trying to teach her. You buy what you need. You hold the rest of your money. You don't need to go out and buy new shirts and pants every day. Now, I know Chloe buys new pants, 2 pairs of sweats for me every month and 2 shirts. I extend my wardrobe. But that's because Chloe takes the middle of the month. Every 6 weeks or so, laundry piles up. She's got to go out. I got $40 in quarters, and I got like baskets and baskets of laundry. Which, by the way, Chloe asked me to get a hamper so I can sort out 2 hampers for me, 1 hamper for her. Fine, whatever. As long as she puts the damn thing together. The thing is, we're living in a world where you have to plan your finances carefully. I mean, literally, all these people bitching another stimulus check's needed. Yeah, so you can go buy fucking new TVs. I'm doing layaway for some of these items I need. And yet, my cousin Dinky knows I'm struggling because I'm teaching the art of financing. I should write a book about how to be frugal. How to be frugal in this world. I mean, literally, how to be frugal. Dinky knows that back in the day, I would drink half gallon of bourbon every 5 days. Had to give it up. The other day, Mother's Day, Sunday, sent Chloe down to the wine shop to see Captain Dave. Picked me up 3 bottles of port. Over the course from Sunday night to Thursday night tonight, 2 bottles of drinking. Last bottle's in the fridge now. I'm having it with my dinner tonight. Not trying to get drunk. It also helps me with a little bit of sleep. But thing is, I got two-thirds of bottle right here. This is the last of wine. I wouldn't mind a box of wine, but I'm not going to go spend $15 to $22 plus tax for a box of wine unless it's a sweet, white, crisp wine. Otherwise, I'm not going to be buying wine. You see where I'm going with this? The economy is hurting, yes. A lot of people are buying excess amounts of booze, yes. Why are they doing it? Because they can't contain what they see on TV, what they read in the newspapers. Think about it. Think about it. People are dying of fentanyl. My sister died of fentanyl and booze combined. They said accidental suicide. And yet, we all have to continue on down the primrose path and hope like hell we get somewhere. Plain and simple. So while you all sit there and gripe and complain, think about it. You have a voice. Use it. Contact your senators, congressmen. If you really want to be appalled by the reason the price of fuel is so high is because the greedy bastards in the Middle East is raising it. The truth is, we were getting cheap gas because of Russia. And yet we had to interfere. Now other people are jacking the price up, saying supply and demand there. It's not just the United States that's having a problem with prices of fuel. It's the entire world. Now you guys could sit there and say, oh, well, I don't know what you're thinking. What are you thinking? What are you doing? I'm telling you the truth. You have a voice. Start speaking out. Call your senators and Congress. Tell them that you're displeased with the fucking people's tax dollars that's going to burden your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren, your great-great-great-grandchildren, and your great-great-great-great-grandchildren, and all those great aunts and nieces, great nieces and nephews, and great-great-nephews and nieces, and great-great-great-nephews and nieces, and great-great-great-great-nephews and nieces. You see where I'm going with this? They'll be the one burdened to the point. The taxpayers are suffering. You are suffering. You're drowning in your own river of sorrows because the taxpayers got to see $20 billion for an aircraft carrier, $30 billion for the first Ford, all the problems. $5 billion for a new submarine program. $5 billion here, $5 billion there. We're not the police of the world, but your taxpayers are paying for it. Thing is, we borrowed and stealed, and now we got to pay it back. And we can't pay it back. We're going to bankrupt our country. Russia knows this. Everyone knows this. Thing is, we hold the highest debt ratio in the world. Just recently, a report came out. It was like, I think it was like 59 million plus. It might have been like 590 million. Okay, something like that. Between 59 million and 590 million, give or take the numbers. People are getting credit cards left and right. How's that possible? The other day, I told Dinky I was looking at a cheap desktop alternative for my office. About $499. $499. Simple. Instead of doing layaway through Dinky, which Dinky does for me because she loves me and Corey does too, what happened? Was denied credit by Dell. Tells you right there. My credit is pretty damn good. They deny me based on income. Oh, well, if you're under the poverty level, they don't think you can pay it back, so fuck you. Yet Dell keeps pushing that every elderly person in America needs a fucking computer. Because the future is computers for old farts. And if they can't figure out the fucking smartphones and stuff, I mean, look at this flip phone. Old fart wouldn't even know probably how to do texting. It took me freaking a while to do it. And it's kind of really hard to do texting on this phone. See where I'm going with this? Think about it. Government is giving subsidies for everyone under 200% of the poverty level. Free electric or 50% off your electric bill every fucking month. Free internet. Free cell phones. People that need it sometimes get it, but what if grandpa and grandma is under the poverty level, yet they can't afford a computer and they're denied one? Thing is, this country is up to their ass in debt. The World Bank, Bank of China, the Bank of the World should not be financing this country when the fucking states can't even get their affairs in order. Same goes with controlling people. Blue states like to fucking control people. Plain and simple. No tobacco for Rita. Then, on top of this, the fucking states get greedier and greedier. Let me give you an example. Well, I left some, let me fix this. I left some bourbon in there by mistake. You know what? It's probably a shot or two in there, but I ain't touching it. And I'll tell you why. It's not my job to touch it. Buy a half gallon of bourbon. $50. They tax you $30 for fucking taxes in the state just for this fucking this. So in the end, the walkout price is $80. That's because they charge 2/5 and a pint, including the half-gallon price. County tax, this tax. This one costs $33 out the door. $52 of tax. You do the math. Highway robbery. Chloe used to bring in Ezra Brooks, but I don't think they bring it. They don't sell it anymore. Besides, I'm not into bourbon right now anyways. But my point is the taxes are too fucking high. Buy a tin of tobacco on the island, $9. $9 fucking dollars. $9 for one fucking tin. Buy a fucking roll off island, Indian reservation, $24. Yes, I keep my empty cans. See where I'm going with this? They're fucking murdering us in taxes. Booze tax, pot top tax, raise the stamp tax. Groceries can't be taxed, so what do? Raise the price on it. $7.50 for a loaf of sourdough. $6.99 for a pack of sliced cheese. Didn't know we had a dairy shortage. Instead of $4.99 for a gallon of milk, now it's $6.99 for a gallon of milk. Pack of cheese, $6.99. Gallon of milk, $6.99. The American people can't survive on these prices. Let me put it this way. Chloe picked up the other day, bless her heart. Let me show you this. Unless Chloe tapped into it, I don't think she did. Oh, here it is. 1 pound of turkey breast, $12.99. $12.99 for 1 pound. You do the math. That's all I'm saying. They're raising prices because they know you're defenseless and you'd either go hungry or you pay it. And if you pay it, you'll bitch about the pricing. If you don't pay it, look at what people are doing. They're going for the cheapest stuff on the market, ramen. Plain and simple. It's true and everyone knows it. Plain and simple. So think about that. 3 cases for a month for me. That's all they're giving me. With that said, everyone, I have to go because Chloe's got to do dishes. And we only have a 1 hour window left. So I hope that's insightful. I have 9 spreadsheets to do tomorrow, so I hope to be up earlier to get them done. Might nap off and on tonight. But if I don't, I will continue working on spreadsheets tonight, off and on, during my TV run. But my main thing is, out of love for you all on my channel, think about it. It's getting out of hand. Pricing is out of hand. Government could fix it tomorrow morning. They don't. Republicans want to blame Democrats. Democrats want to blame Republicans. Who's at fucking fault? They all are. So while you sit there, like Dinky said, oh, don't support Republicans or Democrats, fine. Support open-endedness. Plain and simple. You know what? Problem is, the fucking government can fix this fucking problem tomorrow morning. So they don't. Yes, I know. With that said, everyone, I gotta go. So please add and subscribe. Please post comments. Please leave feedback, suggestions, like, subscribe buttons, holes and funding for your family, including your dogs, your cats, your bunnies, your service dogs, service bunnies. Thanks for watching, everyone, and God bless you in everything you do.